about ways to help change the way we age, and our next guest is a renowned dermatologist and creator of the viral skin cycling revolution. Dr. Whitney Bowe knows how to get your skin just right with little effort, which is why I love her. The results are going to vary, of course. Look at this before photo of damaged skin barrier, and then we have the after. Look at that. Dr. Bowe takes a three-dimensional approach to skin health, treating it from the inside out, and she gives her 1 million followers on social media alone advice on how to keep your skin healthy, the skin barrier healthy, to help slow and possibly even reverse signs of aging. Take a look.
Hey guys, Dr. Whitney Bowe, board-certified dermatologist, and healthy skin barrier is like a bouncer at a nightclub. It actively decides, second by second, what molecules can enter the skin and which ones should be blocked out. So how long does it take to actually repair a skin barrier? It really depends on just how damaged your skin barrier is, but the most important thing, you want to stay out of the sun. You want to use products that are fragrance-free and essential oil-free, and you really want to avoid anything potentially irritating. Learn to listen to your skin.
Please welcome back to the show, Dr. Whitney Bowe. The first thing, okay, let's talk about what happens as our skin ages. What is happening to our skin?
So aging affects all the layers of the skin. So guys, I want you to take a look at this cross-section of the skin together, and I want you to focus on the deeper layer. It's called the dermis. So what's happening there is that our levels of hyaluronic acid, collagen, elastic fibers, they all start to decline as we age. So what does that mean? Well, imagine that this sponge represents your hyaluronic acid, because it's basically, hyaluronic acid acts like a sponge. Right. It basically acts like a water magnet. It just soaks in that moisture and it traps it in the skin. So as our levels of hyaluronic acid start to decline, our skin becomes less plump, less hydrated. But imagine that what do you think these represent? These ropes, guys.
Boy.
What do you think? This is our collagen, right? So as our collagen also starts to decline, and over here, as our elastic fibers start to decline, our skin also starts to get thinner, and it just starts to sag. It doesn't bounce back the way that it used to.
So our skin is actually getting thinner as we age.
It really is, yeah, but that's what's happening in the deeper layer.
Yeah.
So I want you guys now to take a look back at that graphic again, but this time I want you to focus on the uppermost layer of the skin, because what's happening there is very different. So what's happening there is that our natural levels of oils and lipids, like ceramides, starts to decline, and when that happens, our skin starts to get more dry. So even if you had, oily skin as a teenager in your 20s, like as you mature, you may notice that the skin is just more dry, more sensitive. So Tamron, I'm always telling my patients, as we mature, we have to really focus on what's called the skin barrier.
And what is the skin barrier? Because we've been saying it and I have no idea what it is.
The skin barrier, it's like a smart protective shield. So the same way that a superhero, sort of relies on her shield, we rely on our skin barrier. There we go, our superhero, right? So our skin barrier, when it's functioning properly, it's gonna trap moisture in the skin, but it's gonna block out.
So is the skin barrier basically the very top part of our skin?
It's the uppermost layer of the skin, exactly,
All right.
Yes.
And what do we have here?
So when the skin barrier gets damaged, it can show up in so many different ways in the skin. It can show up as dry skin, rough patches, sensitive skin.
Because I get it here. I get a really dry patch on my chin.
Yes, down here. It can show up as a flare of an underlying skin condition. If you have rosacea, if you have acne, it can flare. It can show up as accelerated aging. So one of the biggest mistakes that my patients make when it comes to their skin barrier is they're just not washing their face the right way for their skin.
So there's a right and a wrong way to wash your face.
You can over-cleanse, you can under-cleanse. So I wanted to break it down for you guys here. So imagine in this bowl, you've got a cleanser that's just too strong. It's too harsh for your skin. So yeah, it's gonna take away your makeup, your pollution, your sunscreen, but it's also gonna strip the natural oils and lipids from the skin. So if you keep using this cleanser over here again and again, it's gonna damage the skin barrier, right? Now look over here. Now we have a cleanser that's too weak. So I'm sure some of you guys have tried a cleanser where, you use the cleanser, it's just not thoroughly cleansing the skin.
You don't feel, and then you wash your face like with a white cloth and you're like, I've been washing it, there it is. Right.
So it feels like, there's a film, a residue left over. And so when you try to put on your skincare, it just doesn't penetrate effectively. So I always tell my patients what you want is you want a cleanser that has like a Goldilocks effect. You want a cleanser that has this just right cleansing effect because...
And how do you find that?
Well, you want it to remove 100% of sunscreen, foundation, pollution, but without stripping the skin. So a good sign, guys, is if you're using a cleanser. I love a rich, creamy cleanser with ingredients like niacinamide and peptides and marshmallow root extract. But when you're done cleansing, the skin shouldn't feel squeaky clean. It shouldn't feel tight. It should feel soft, supple, and hydrated. So I'm getting some nods. You know that feeling, right?
Sometimes you think squeaky clean is clean, but that's stripping.
But squeaky clean, your skin barrier doesn't like squeaky clean.
And so that means I drink coffee.
So, right, exactly. So obviously the next step is to drink coffee. So if you have a damaged skin barrier, guys, what you want to do is you want to strip down your skincare routine to the most simple thing.
Which is why I'm a fan of yours, because honestly, Dr. Bowe, you have used a lot of words I have to look up when I leave the show. But what I do like about what you do, you believe in simplifying. You don't believe in 16 different thousand products that you have to, and I do like that.
Streamlined is, especially if your skin barrier is damaged, less is more. So I say that gentle, creamy cleanser, followed by a really good moisturizer. You want to invest in that really good moisturizer, but eventually, it can sometimes take about 2 weeks for your skin barrier to completely heal. Then you can start investing in ingredients that are going to actually potentially reverse those signs of aging in the skin. That's how we're getting to the coffee, guys. So I like to think about retinoids. Have you guys heard of retinoids?
Of course, yeah. Those are common now,
One of the most powerful ingredients when it comes to potentially turning back the clock. So I think about my retinoids the way I think about my caffeine. So you guys have probably heard of retinol. So retinol, I like to think about that. It's like my average cup of joe, right? My average cup of drip coffee. But retinal with an AL is like a double shot of espresso because it's more bioavailable than retinol, meaning your skin can go to work on your skin much more quickly.
So you're saying it takes about 2 weeks to say or repair our skin barrier, and that's using the right creamy cleanser, and a moisturizer.
That's
then
it,
once
guys.
you've healed yourself, look for retinol. Thank you, Dr. Bowe. You always bring the best information. You're amazing. Thank you. So guess what? To help us all along to improve our skin barrier, now that we know what it is, and we've learned, guess what? Because you need a good cleanser, you're going home with Dr. Bowe's